You're watching East Tennessee Weather, powered by Rusty Wallace Automotive Group.
Good morning, 7 o'clock on this good old Friday morning. Today's live is sponsored by Jiffy Lube Multi-Care. Have you had your car serviced lately? Well, if not, Jiffy Lube Knoxville is the one to go. They're your one-stop destination for automotive care with 9 convenient locations around the area from Knoxville to Clinton, Maryville. They're here to keep your ride running smoothly. Whether it's a routine oil change, tire maintenance, or comprehensive inspection, they've got you covered. Trust them to provide reliable and efficient service for your car or truck today. Jiffy Lube Knoxville, keeping you on the move. Drive in today, by the way, and mention Witcher. Or if you don't have time today, this weekend's a good weekend to do so. A little bit on the chilly side Saturday and Sunday, but at least it'll be quiet. They're not just changing oil, they're enhancing your performance. Mention Witcher for a $20 discount on your next service when you head into Jiffy Lube Knoxville. Visit them online, jiffylubeknoxville.com. Beautiful sunrise taking shape here around East Tennessee to get this good old Friday morning started. Can't complain with that one. Few high thin clouds across the area. These clouds will be on the increase as our next storm system approaches the area. And that next storm system is going to be moving in by the end of the day. And so, yes, more rain is on the way. But most of today and most of Saturday and all of Sunday is going to be dry. Most of the rain comes in while we're sleeping. Here's what it looks like in the big picture. Satellite and radar showing some snow showers across the Great Plains in the upper Midwest. Rain showers down across the Gulf of Mexico into South Texas. And all this is going to be combining its efforts here in the southeastern U.S. over the next 12 hours. The cold front's going to come through later on this evening, about 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. That's going to spread the rain showers into the area. So anytime after or close to sundown tonight, we'll start to see those rain showers move on in. But it moves on out Saturday, and that's going to leave us with abundant sunshine as we get into our Sunday. So happy Friday, everybody. That's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Whenever you say Friday, just like, oh, whew, we made it. We made it through the week. Anyways, we sure hope you're having a great day so far. I know we're just getting started. It's now 7:02. Let's go ahead and take you outside and show you those T-Dot cameras. It's a live look at 40 and Pellissippi Parkway. No traffic troubles out there to speak of so far. Typically don't until about 7:45 or so. Traffic's running smoothly, and everything's nice, quiet, and calm. Grab the sunglasses. You'll need the jackets here this morning as well, as it's chilly with temperatures right now hovering in the 30s and 40s across much of East Tennessee. So let's go ahead and walk you through the forecasts. Here are your weather headlines. Becoming mostly cloudy and breezy today. It is going to be another breezy day, but later on this afternoon, this evening, rain to lighter, higher elevation snowfall possible. And then a cold and blustery Saturday ahead of us with sunshine and chilly weather expected on into our Sunday. We'll get to work with the app coming up here in just a moment. But here's the story. We'll take a live look there into downtown Gatlinburg and a beautiful shot there. How about that gorgeous view? That's our live camera there from Sevierville and the Gatlinburg Brewing area. I don't know why the camera's not focusing. 43 degrees right now with a dew point of 40. So a little bit of frost maybe in some locations, but not a ton. Again, those high-level clouds zip their way on through the area. Temperatures are actually trending a little bit warmer this morning than what we saw yesterday. But when you look at the numbers, we're still in the 30s and the 40s. So not a lot of frost, but maybe some of those low-lying sheltered areas you may experience just a little bit of frost here this morning. No fog out there this morning as well, so that's good news to pass along as we get this Friday started. Here's your Friday forecast at a glance. We start off with temps in the 30s and 40s. We'll see temps climb into the low 50s as we get into the lunch hour. Kids heading home from school will be in the upper 50s. That's going to be our goal today for forecast highs. And as we get into the 6 o'clock tonight, we'll stay in the mid to upper 50s. Not a bad day. We're still trending about 10 degrees above average. 5 to 8 degrees above average, really. But the clouds will be increasing. The wind increases as we get past about 3 or 4 o'clock today. And that's a sign of the changing weather pattern. You can see our wind gusts are going to be really starting to crank up after 3 o'clock. Cold front comes through between about 8 and midnight tonight. And that's going to usher in some pretty strong wind gusts as we get into the evening hours. So let's pick up our timeline on our futurecast here this morning. Again, we have mostly clear skies with some high-level clouds out there. Clouds will be on the increase as we get into lunchtime, becoming mostly cloudy by 3 o'clock, but rain-free. And then as we get into the evening hours, if you have dinner plans tonight or date night tonight, we are going to start to see some rain showers settle on in. From the Cumberland Plateau to the Northern Valley, southeastern Kentucky, that's where the rain will continue to fall through the overnight hours, or through the evening hours, I should say. So with that said, by 7 o'clock here tonight, here's your rainfall forecast. Most of us stay dry through 7 o'clock, but the Northern Plateau, so we'll go Northern Northern Morgan County, Fentress, Scott, Campbell, and Claiborne County. You have a chance of rain by sundown tonight, by 7 o'clock. But then after that point, that's when the rain starts to settle on in for everyone. So everyone's getting wet tonight after sundown. Forecast high temperatures will be in the 50s and 60s. Average high for this time of year, cutting into the middle, right around East Tennessee. Chattanooga's average high is 55. Tri-Cities is about 51. And Knoxville's is 53 degrees for this time of the year. So a nice evening, but if you do have evening plans, take the rain gear with you, the umbrellas, because the rain's going to settle on in. We'll see little bouts of some moderate showers possible, but we'll go 58 degrees by 6, down into the mid-50s by 10, so not too bad. But after midnight tonight, those temperatures tank like a rock, and that's going to allow for some of this rain to transition over to maybe some light snow. So for you folks on the plateau, I'd say northern Cumberland County, Fentress, Scott, and Scott County, maybe Campbell County as well, has a chance for maybe a few light snow showers. No travel troubles expected. Rain's really going to settle in while we're sleeping tonight and then starts to work its way on out by sunrise tomorrow morning. But we'll get those winds will shift out of the southwest today, a breezy and warm day, to the northwest. That's ushering in that colder air. And again, temperatures will be on the chilly side Saturday. So rainfall totals, we're talking about a third to maybe upwards of a half an inch of rain at best. So not a huge rainmaker by any stretch. But when you look at your snowfall forecast, again, it's going to be after about midnight tonight that the snow will start to pick up and closer to sunrise here on Saturday morning. The highest peaks of the Smokies will likely pick up about 1 to 2 inches of snow. Not a huge snowmaker. But the Cumberland Plateau, when you look at the model forecast and how the atmosphere is playing out, we could ring out just a few light flurries, maybe a little bit of a wintry mix because we have some warm air aloft. And so we could see maybe some sleet falling around the area on the plateau. No travel troubles expected Saturday morning whatsoever. But if you're joining us from Campbell, Scott, Morgan, Fentress, or Cumberland County, join us on Wake Up with the Witcher at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. Let us know if you have any snow on the ground, maybe rooftops, grassy areas, if you were to get any to accumulate at all. But the highest peaks of the Smokies will pick up about 1 to 2 inches. Morning low temperatures, it's going to be cold. Like I said, temps dropping like a rock tonight. We're down in the 20s and 30s. And then as we head through the day tomorrow, well, we just don't warm up much. At least we'll have some sunshine, but we'll need the winter coats tomorrow with high temperatures only topping out in the low 40s. 20 degrees colder tomorrow from what we'll experience throughout the day today. And the sky is clear, so it will be a nice sunny afternoon. Your 3-day forecast, the sunshine returns late in the day on Saturday. We're at 41 degrees, but 48 degrees on Sunday, so a nice weather pattern there. And we warm up all next week. So a nice warming trend next week with sunshine and quiet, dry conditions. So we'll go 40% chance of rain here for the day today. Again, remember, this doesn't tell you the whole story. Intensity, timing, or duration. That 40% is going to be basically after 6 o'clock here tonight. Okay, so 0% chance of rain until then. And then 100% chance of rain probably after about 11 to midnight tonight. And then the rain comes to an end. And then we'll see some quieter conditions. So if you have regional travel plans, we're going to see the snow really crank out from Kansas City to St. Louis, Chicago to Indianapolis, right there in Louisville, Lexington, Cincinnati, right on the cusp. But it does look like Louisville, Lexington, and Cincinnati. We'll see some snow showers. And here comes our cold front swinging its way through. And this is, we've got a lot of cold air back behind this system. And that's why I said temperatures are going to drop pretty quickly because that cold air that you see up towards Kansas City, St. Louis, that's all going to drop into our area throughout the day tomorrow. And that's why those temperatures drop pretty quickly. But the storm system moves its way on out. If you have travel plans into the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, Northeast here for the weekend, snow showers to start Saturday, but they don't last all day long. We'll see some lake effect snow showers and just a few spotty snow showers across the Northeast through the day on Saturday. But everybody else is going to stay quiet and dry. Rainfall forecast across the state. Memphis, about a third of an inch, nearly half an inch of rain in Nashville. About 2/10 of an inch of rain in Chattanooga and about 4,500 in Knoxville. That's a possibility anyway. So, but minimal impact to our daily lives because it's happening during the overnight hours. And again, most of the snow is going to be across the Ohio Valley, the Great Lakes area, and the Mid-Atlantic. And that should be about the bullseye for the snowfall forecast. And again, I've looked ahead over the next 10 to 14 days. It really doesn't look like we have any major snowstorms on the way. We are going to be warming nicely for the end of the month. But as you can see with your temperature trend, a little bit of a roller coaster ride. We're going downhill tonight and then climbing back up, starting that roller coaster ride next week with temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Low temperatures, cold. Sunday morning, if you're heading off to church or having any outdoor plans early in the morning, we're talking low temperatures in the low 20s. So a hard freeze for sure Sunday and Monday morning. And then those temperatures come back up in the 30s and 40s for low temperatures anyways for much of next week. The Climate Prediction Center puts out an outlook for temperatures, precipitation. This is their 6 to 10 day outlook. It looks like by the end of the month, we may be trending above average. So average highs in low 50s. That could be in anywhere from 54 degrees or higher. It doesn't tell you how warm it's going to get, but possibly above average temperatures as we round out the month of February and start the month of March. But models do indicate that it could be a rather active March. Doesn't necessarily mean snow. Could mean rain and storms as well. So as the rain comes in later on this evening, make sure if you have any outdoor plans, you're heading off to dinner, to check in on the interactive radar with the East Tennessee Weather app. It shows you current, past, and future cast radar with the touch of one play button, and that's all you need. And I was talking to Lee about this when I was at the golf course, giving him his umbrella. I was like, Lee, this is a good forecast. This is a good interactive radar, buddy, especially during those thunderstorms in the summertime or springtime. When folks are out at the golf course, you start to feel the sprinkles, the skies are getting dark. You can open up the interactive radar if you're on the golf course or anywhere, of course, and check and see if you can get another hole in or if you got to head to the clubhouse. Anyways, we sure hope you have a great Friday. Let's go to the chat and say hi to everybody. I had a couple folks on the social media say, hey, stick around for the forecast. I leave during the chat. Don't like the chat. That's okay. But that's why I give you the forecast right away. Then we have a conversation. I'll round it out, and then we'll go back to the 24-hour weather channel. And then we'll just let you have a great day. And today's Friday, so it can't be a bad day. So Lee's on here this morning. We've got Edwin doing some Kroger shopping at Cedar Bluff. Great weather. Hey, Edwin, that's my Kroger as well. Maybe I'll see you there. If you ever see me at the Kroger, give me a big shout out, big high five. Maybe we'll take a picture together. Although I'm not going to be heading to the grocery store. Well, maybe. It is Friday. We need some food for the weekend, right? Let's see. So Katrina's off today. Yay! That's nice. Nice to have. You know what? I used to have, Thursdays and Fridays off back in the day. And I used to have a 4-day work week. I used to work 4/10s. No, I said that. Yeah, 4-day work week. I used to work 4/10s. Probably one of the best shifts I've ever done in my life. Because you're already at work, so what's an extra couple of hours at work if you're already there? And then you get that whole extra day off. Anybody on here work 4-day weeks? 4/10s? It is probably one of the best. Good morning, Tom, and you're welcome for the forecast. And happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to Eva from Newport and Saunders on here. We got Julie on here. She said, yeah, it's Friday. It's nice. Debbie's joining us from Townsend. We have a beautiful sunrise here this morning. You do have a great sunrise. Let's go ahead and go back to the sunrise from our Maryville camera. And it is a beaut to get the day started. That is not it. Let's go to this one. How about that one? Ooh, look at that. Just some high, thin clouds out there to give us that nice sunrise. It is a gorgeous one. Kimberly says, good morning, Mike. We made it to Friday. That's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Nice ring when we can make it to Friday. Okay, we sure hope you have a great day. Same with you, Melinda. Hopefully my dandelions, which have bloomed, your dandelions have bloomed, will survive the cold weather returning. Like dandelions? Like the yellow things in the yard? Aren't those a weed? Good morning, Dina and Barbara. Hey, by the way, just FYI, I got a I'm emceeing another event on Saturday night, by the way. Do you remember last year when I did the snowflake ball and I was raising money to try to be crowned a snowflake king? Well, I never made it to king. I just made it to prince. That's okay. I was like second runner-up, right? But I'm emceeing the snowflake ball on Saturday night. So that's going to be a great event, raising a lot of great money for seniors here in town, for the Senior Companion Center and the Senior Companion Group, where they go out and actually help elderly citizens in our community. They take the medicine, go hang out, they bring them food, they do grocery shopping, and it's all volunteer work. And so we're raising money so these volunteers can go out. There's still a huge waiting list for the Senior Companion Group. And so the more money we can raise, the better off, and we can start to get some of these people who are on a waiting list some companions. And it's usually senior citizens that go out and help these elderlies, and it's just a great cause and a great organization that we have here in East Tennessee. So I will be emceeing that event on Saturday night. Should be a lot of fun. I'll be donning my tuxedo once again. I think, well, definitely a bow tie. So I'll be popping that on social media and keep you up to date on that. And if that's something that you'd be interested in donating to, I'm not necessarily per se raising money for them, but I'm emceeing the event and I'm doing the event. So If you happen to have a few extra bucks and you want to donate, I'll post something on social media later on today. So you'll be able to donate to a great cause. Again, helping seniors in our community. Can you imagine being a senior? And maybe you are. And living at home by yourself. You don't really have anybody around. You lose that companionship. And that's really what it's all about, is just the companionship. Alex says, good morning, Mike. How were the crab legs? They were amazing, Alex. Amazing. 10 minutes in a steamer, and they're just good to go with some good butter and salt. And then we had grilled. I had sous vide. I talked about this yesterday. I had sous vide some big old fat fillets, like 1.5 to 2 inches thick. Well, we had leftovers, and there's nothing worse than warming up your steak in the microwave, right? It was medium rare, it was perfect, but once you start cooking it again, yeah, you don't want to warm that up in the microwave. So I decided, hey, listen, I'm going to go to the recipe books, and I found a recipe for a steak sandwich. So I sliced up the steak really thin. I added some balsamic, some brown sugar, some garlic. Let's see, so a little bit of oil, and mix that up in a bowl. Put the sliced steak in there. Let it marinate for a little bit longer, even though I already had it marinated. And then I threw that in a frying pan for just a quick minute, just to warm it up. Toasted some like a baguette, and I made a garlic aioli sauce with garlic, lemon juice, and mayonnaise, and let that marinate. Threw that on there with some arugula and some caramelized onions. It was a little bit of a college clean out with just things that we had, and I made this like awesome steak sandwich. I was like, why don't I make steak sandwiches more often? They were amazing. Nice use of leftover steak, by the way. If you're ever looking at leftover steak, don't warm it up in the microwave. Make a steak sandwich. So Alex, you need another nice day to work on the Jeep outside. Today's going to be a great day perfect day to do it. Don't do it tomorrow. It's going to be cold. Sunday's going to be cold as well. Next week will be better with temps back in the 60s. Let's see. Oh, Becky, no bueno this morning. Becky's got the Rona. Nah. At least you're staying home. It's amazing how things have changed from just a few years ago when we were dealing with the Rona, right? But I'm glad you're feeling better. Hopefully just a few more days and get rid of that COVID there, Becky. So we're thinking about you and sending prayers for sure. Dina's home from recovering from elbow surgery. Ooh, I bet that was painful. Probably like a big old sling for a while, aren't you, Dina? Well, we're thinking about you as well here on this Friday. So have a great weekend with recovery. Good weekend just to maybe chill out. It's going to be cold, watch movies, binge watch some shows that maybe you haven't had a chance to do so, or find some new shows. Anybody have any good shows that they're watching on whatever program, whether it be Netflix or Hulu? Anybody have any good shows? My wife and I are always looking for some good ones like that we can watch together. We started watching NCIS yesterday. I have no idea why. 20 seasons worth of NCIS. Never gotten those shows, but started watching it because we just needed something silly to watch. But sometimes at the end of the day, you just can't watch. You can't get into a movie or something like that. You got to go to bed early. And I did. I went to bed early last night, like 7:30. Got like 8.5 hours of sleep last night. I was kind of feeling a little iffy. I was like, I'm not feeling great. My wife's like, just go to bed. Okay. You don't have to tell me twice. 4 o'clock in the morning comes early, right? Lee, you're not a senior. You're young. You may have a few gray hairs there, Lee, but I'm catching you. It always looks like my hairstylist always cracks us up because this is all gray right here. That's so it just like looks weird, doesn't it? Like it's brown up here and gray down here, and so it's like kind of weird how it's like same length, not different lengths. It's just because it's gray hair. Here I am. We're all aging together, aren't we? Let's see. Tammy says, good morning, everyone. Thanks, Frank, for the update. You're welcome. She goes, I got my merchandise yesterday. That was quick. It was not supposed to come for like a week, I thought. So you got that incredibly quick. The umbrella is huge, she says, but just what she needed. You actually got into the package. I'm glad. The pack, I said it was going to take her a while to get into that package. I had tons of tape on it. I had to manipulate the box. Because they pay, you have to pay for size and dimensions along with weight. So I tried to squish everything down, but hopefully you get to use that chapstick on these cold, dry days there too, Tammy. With every order that you get, by the way, you get a thing of chapstick. That's just a thing. I never told anybody that. I just ship chapstick with your merchandise orders. And Lee got an umbrella too, so Lee's going to either shade himself from the sunshine or the rain showers on the golf course. Got Jacksboro on here. Darla, good morning. So Jacksboro, let me know tomorrow morning, Darla, if you have any sort of flurries, maybe a light dusting of snow, maybe some sleet falling over through the overnight hours. Probably won't even see it if you wake up, 7, 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. Probably won't even see anything at all. But not expecting to see a whole lot. Jerry says her daffodils are blooming as well. Nice. I don't have any daffodils right now, so. Oh, daffodils. You know what I was thinking of? What did you say up here? Yeah, Melinda, you said daffodils too. You know what I was thinking of? Not daffodils. I was thinking of, what are the little yellow weed flowers that grow in our yards? What are those called? Not daffodils. Ooh, True Detective series is good. All right, I have to check that out. Hey, Luis McCarter says, what weather? What are you talking about, what weather? What do you mean, hey, Luis McCarter? Dandelions. See, sometimes this gerbil up here just goes through that card catalog in the back of your brain. It's like, find the word, find the word, find the word. Yes, daffodils. Ours are starting to come up as well. Not dandelions. We don't want dandelions in the yard. We want daffodils in the gardens, right? Duh. My bad. Yeah, all right. All right. Well, here we are. Chacha says, been enjoying the spring-like weather. My chickens have been too. Hopefully they are. All right, don't forget to check in on the East Tennessee Weather app as we head through the evening hours. I'll give you another little recap of the weather forecast here for the day today. Again, a little different perspective. So we'll take you to the forecast winds. Okay, so the winds are light here this morning, but watch the wind increase ahead of the cold front. So winds are going to be light all the way through about noon. After noon, the wind starts to pick up. 3, 4 o'clock today, the winds are going to be cranking. And these are sustained winds. So we're talking about 10 to 15 mile per hour sustained winds out of the south-southwest. That helps to boost our temperatures when we get a southwesterly wind. But gusts will be anywhere from about 20 to 30 miles per hour. So it's going to be rather gusty as we get into the afternoon. Cold front's going to be ushered in right around 7 to 9 o'clock here tonight. So right along the leading edge of that frontal boundary, we'll see that those winds crank up. Cold front comes through, and then the winds shift from the southwest to the northwest. And that's going to usher in the colder air. So behind that cold front, temperatures drop like a rock here overnight tonight, and that's going to make for a rather chilly weekend, especially Saturday. High temperatures, enjoy the sunshine with increasing high-level clouds. We'll see temps top out in the 50s and low 60s. Enjoy that because, look at this, by 7 o'clock, here comes the cold front. It's going to usher in the rain showers from northwest to south, northeast to southwest. A little bit of a wintry mix on the Cumberland Plateau, probably between about 1 and 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe a few snow showers out of that as well, although it looks more like a little bit of a wintry mix. Overcast and gray to start our Saturday. Northwesterly winds are going to be with us, but eventually some dry air moves on in, clearing the skies out. The wind will relax throughout the day on Saturday, and we'll see abundant sunshine Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening. Rainfall amounts with this will pick up about a quarter to upwards of a half an inch of rainfall, I think, at best. Most of us probably about a quarter to a third of an inch of rain. And again, that's going to be why we're sleeping here tonight, except unless you have evening plans or staying out late tonight. There is still a little bit of light snow in the forecast. So here's your snowfall forecast. Again, nothing by 9, 10 o'clock tonight. But after about midnight, here comes the colder air. Moisture lingering, but not a ton of moisture. So probably about 1 to 2 inches across the highest peaks of the Smokies. Maybe a few light snow showers. Maybe a light dusting across the plateau. But that really should be about the extent of it. So after highs today are in the 60s, temps drop. We're in the 40s. Saturday is going to be one of the coldest days we've seen for quite a while. Sunday, more sunshine and temperatures back to near 50. And then next week, we're going to see those temperatures climb back into the 50s and the 60s. So a really nice weather pattern on the way. We'll just quickly show you your Knoxville 7-day forecast. And Chattanooga, Tri-Cities, Crossville, much more of the same. We'll be trending above average as we get into the beginning and middle part of next week. So nice little weather forecast on the way. For those of you that have been asking on social media, here's what I have right now. I do have umbrellas, shirts, and hats. I'm trying to transition. Remember, I've been talking about this merch store that I was trying to get online. It's just really becoming a big pain. And the merch company that would offer the merch is not... listen, I got some samples. I checked it out. The quality's not there. And I don't want to provide terrible quality stuff. Nobody wants that, right? you want to be able to wear the stuff. And I love the shirts that I currently have. And I love the hats because they're Richardson 112s and 115s. So I think I'm going to transition. I'm working with my website people right now, trying to figure out the best way to display the merch on my website and somehow, some way get an order form where I'll still have to probably send you a one-time payment link, but at least it will get organized a little bit better. I think I'll probably end up doing all the shipping, ordering, and receiving. I think that's just probably the best thing. If I could find the quality that I have right now somewhere else, I probably would do it, but I don't. I wanted to do drop ship because it's just a lot of work to do this and ship out and deliver and this. Not that I don't mind, love it, but I was trying to figure out something easier to make, just kind of smooth things out a little bit more, and doesn't seem to be the case. So we're trying to fine tune that and work through the details on that as well, but hopefully we'll get there soon. Try Shopify store. All right, I'm going to write that one down. Thank you. Shopify. I will try that, see what they have. Cody says, I'll have to wait till I actually see the hats in person. I usually buy hats large and extra large, so I'm not sure what size I wear when it comes to number size. Well, the Richardson 115s are for pea heads like me. That's why I have them, because, and for women that have small heads, the 115 is what you're going to want. The Richardson 112 is your classic standard trucker hat. That's the one that typically most people sell. So if, Cody, you have a bigger head and you can't wear a Richardson, like a normal trucker hat, you have to actually get a bigger one. I don't have those right now, but I can order some of those because I've got a buddy who's waiting for a hat as well, and he's got a big old noggin. And he's like, even the 112s don't, like, it's a little bit short on his head because he's got a deep head. See, I got a shallow head and a pea head. So does my brother. So my older brother does too. So I had to ship him a 115. But all right, so that's fine. Well, Cody, you know what? Come to the meet and greet on March 8th. Remember, the meet and greet's March 8th at Orange Hat Brewing in Hardin Valley from 6 to 8 o'clock at night. I saw some of you already on social media saying I'm going to be there. And if you're a beer drinker, they have non-alcoholic drinks there as well. But if you're a beer drinker, they'll give you a discount if you show them that you downloaded the East Tennessee Weather app. But cool stuff there. Are they fitted hats? They are not fitted hats. Here, let me go get one. Hold on. Okay, here we go. We're back. So no, they're not fitted hats, but they're cool hats. So this is a Richardson 115, and so the Richardson, the other ones are way too big for my head. So, that one's too small. Got to get it right here, people. This is a new one, so if you order this one, then it's been on my head. Look at that. Not bad, right? That's the 112. Oh, that's the 115. So if you're a woman and you like to wear hats, the 115 is what you're going to want. Unless you like to wear them a little bit bigger and kind of have your brim out a little bit more, but there we go. And listen, Cody, I mean, if you want to, I'll get you one and we'll figure it out from there. How about that? Felicia says, remember, government offices are closed on Monday, even though Knox County schools have a full day. That is right. It is President's Day, isn't it? Oh, no, Cody, the 112 is going to be way too small for if you have a big head. You want the 115. Then I'll go ahead and buy, the 115. Or just come out to the meet and greet. I'll bring hats and shirts and umbrellas with me as long as the order gets in. You should sign that one. Ooh, maybe I'll do. Maybe I'll sign one. We'll auction it off on social media. You all are amazing. Hey, it's almost 7:30. Time flies when you're having fun, right? So glad that you could join us here this morning. We are going to wrap things up here, let everyone get off to work and whatever they need to do here on this good old Friday. I sure hope you have a wonderful and safe day. Enjoy the weekend. It's going to be more of an indoor kind of a Saturday. I was just talking to the kids and seeing what they want to do because the wife's working today and tomorrow. And so I'm like, well, it's going to be cold on Saturday, so maybe we'll go to Urban Air. We have a season pass to Urban Air. And so, but we've had that for like 3 years. And so I think my kids are kind of tired of the same old things at Urban Air. But we'll see. anyways, let me know what you're going to be doing this weekend. Fire away on social media. Always love to hear what's going on. If there's events going on this weekend that you know about that maybe you're attending, and or your company that you're going to have a booth or whatever, let me know. So we can always fire it away on the chat and let everybody know that, hey, listen, maybe if you're looking for something to do, you could go do this or go do that. There's so many different things. Saturday should be a great day. Maybe Sunday will be a better day, probably for some hiking. And if you're going to be doing some hiking in the mountains, just keep in mind a chance for some light snow overnight tonight, basically above 4,000 or 5,000 feet. Not a huge one. Now, let's see. Hold on. Now you're firing away on the chat. Mindy Graves says, I heard you earlier that someone said they watched till the talk started. Yeah, then they dropped off. She goes, that's what I love about this. You even recognize each and every one of us. I do. I was just telling somebody the other day, I said, actually, I was talking to an advertiser, and they watched this, and they're like, why do you do that? And I said, listen, we're building a community here. It actually is a lot of fun. This is what I love. I love this community, and so I love to have the conversation with you. Unfortunately, I wish I could tie us all in and we could just start chit-chatting away. Maybe nobody would get a word in. I'm not quite sure. But that's what I absolutely love about it. I love answering your questions. And, remember, as we get into severe weather season, when I do live broadcasts for severe weather seasons, it's going to be a question and answer. I'm not just a broadcaster and presenter. I'm a community member, and I'm trying to build this community with you. And so when we get into severe weather, as you've ever seen it on local TV before, is going to be totally different, because I'm not going to just give you the information. You're going to ask questions, and you're going to help drive the conversation. You're going to help drive the radar with me. If you're in Union County and you get, it's looking dark and nasty up here. Oh, let's go to Union County. Let's see what it looks like there. Oh, you're down in Chattanooga. Let's go down to Chattanooga and take a look at that. So I could go up and down the line of storms all day long by myself, but if you tie into the conversation, let me know. Give me reports. I can tie that into the National Weather Service. So this is going to be a great community when we get into severe weather season to help each other out, because we all live here together, right? We all live here together. And so, the school. Oh, I went to school yesterday. I didn't get those photos up. I was trying to get those photos up. Let me show you. And did you see it on social media? I'll pull it up on social here. Hold on. I should have a better way to do it. Here, maybe I can. Stand by, my friends. I know the music's playing in the background, but that's okay. We'll just leave that playing in the background. I can get it up on here. Watch this, okay? So I had a chance yesterday to go out to Mount Horeb Elementary School in Jefferson County. So Mount Horeb Elementary School. And let's see. There. That's not it. We gotta go here. There it is. So I had a chance yesterday to go to Mount Horeb Elementary School to talk to the third graders. They were absolutely amazing. I was talking to one of the teachers. She said she used to teach kindergarten and first grade, and now she teaches third grade. I said, which one do you like better? She said third grade. She loves the younger kids, but I agree with her. Third grade, and she said the exact same thing that I always say about third graders. They're not too cool for school yet. They're old enough to learn and pay attention and understand what you're saying, and old enough to have a little bit more of a conversation about the weather. But yeah, I had a chance to go out there. They had great questions talking about storms, how the weather works, how I forecast the weather. They were very attentive, and they had great questions for sure. And then, of course, at the end, we always take the group photos. And so thank you so much, Mount Horeb Elementary School, for having me out in Jefferson County. It was so much fun. There was, there's probably over 100 kids that we talked to. And, of course, I always take a picture with the teachers. Why? Because without the teachers, I wouldn't be there with the kids, right? And we wouldn't have the kids that we have in our community learning the things that they learn without the hard work of all the teachers in our community. So thank you, teachers, and thank you for having me out at Mount Horeb. I guess the music wasn't playing anymore. Now the music's going to play. All right, we're going to wrap things up. It's 7:34. I really appreciate you all. I'll just check in on the chat one more time and make sure I've answered all the questions that you have. Leaving Hickory, heading to Knoxville. Will there be snow today? No snow today, Melody. No snow today. Rain's not going to really arrive until after about 6, 7, 8 o'clock here tonight. Katrina, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Chacha, you enjoy as well. Frank's on here with good old sunglasses. Love Frank's in the sunglasses. Happy Friday to Lisa. And Cody, I sure hope you have a great day. And anybody that wants to meet up on March 8th at between 6 and 8 o'clock at Orange Hat Brewing in Hardin Valley, I would love for you to come out and say hi. Even if you can just step in for a second, we'll take a photo together. We'll put together an awesome reel when it's all done and put it on social media. Vicky says, tell us again how to order your merchandise for advertisement for you. Email me, Mike at eastTNweather.com. Mike at eastTNweather.com. Let me know size, color, and put in your address. Then I'll send you a one-time payment link. It disappears after that, and you can pay by credit card or ACH, whatever's easiest for you. And then I'll ship it off. Once you pay, I'll go to the store. I feel like the folks over at the USPS know me personally now, because I'm always over there. But I do appreciate you. So if you want some merchandise, let me know size, color, send me your address, message me. Email me, Mike at eastTNweather.com. And Mindy's just messaged me at eastTNweather.com. Here we go. Let's see here. Tina's tardy again. Tina. Come on now. Well, I'll leave it on the 24-hour weather channel for a moment just to get you your forecast for the day today. Rhonda's got to run to work. Catch you later. See ya. That's the whole point of this, right? Come when you can. Don't if you can't. If you need an updated forecast quickly, remember the daily forecast on the East Tennessee Weather app or the website is going to be your best bet to do for just a quick weather forecast. It doesn't take any time. Usually they're about a minute to a minute and a half, and that's about the extent of it. Cody's planning on coming. Nice. You better be. You better be, Cody. I'll be looking for you, but I don't know what you look like, so come say hi and remind me who you are when we meet up. And of course, I'll be talking about that as well. Been driving all morning long, Bobby says, up in Johnson City for a 2-day job. Hopefully good weather. And oh, by the way, I got approved for a camera up in Johnson City and also one in downtown Knoxville at Yeehaw Brewing. And so that's going to be great. And if you've never been to the Johnson City Yeehaw Brewing, it's great. They've got a great view. It's right in downtown Johnson City. So I'm going to get a camera up there. Hopefully soon. Chris says, got the shirt and the chapstick is a seasonal touch. Maybe in the summertime I'll do sunscreen. Nah, we can always use chapstick. I literally have chapstick always around here. But I also have a big giant bag of 1,000 chapsticks sitting over here. So you order some merch from me, you get a free chapstick. How about that? What a deal that is. It's like a BOGO. All right, my friends, you're amazing. Thank you so much for joining me here on Wake Up with Witcher on this good old Friday morning. Remember that this morning's live broadcast was sponsored by Jiffy Lube Multi-Care. They have 9 locations from Clinton to Knoxville and the Maryville community, and they don't just do oil changes. They do comprehensive inspections, tire maintenance, and they have got you covered with whatever you need. And if you mention my name, mention Witcher, you'll get a $20 discount when you go visit Jiffy Lube Knoxville. You can visit them online at jiffylubeknoxville.com. All right, my friends, that's a wrap here this morning. We sure hope you have a great Friday. Remember, Wake Up with Witcher starts at 8 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday. We sleep in a little bit on the weekends, but your daily forecasts are still available at 6 o'clock in the morning. That, my friends, is a deal. We'll see you back here real soon.
Hey folks, it's Brian from Rusty Wallace Kia on Alcoa Highway. We're kicking off the new year right. You'll save more than ever before in 2024. The price won't be the problem with deals like these. Get rates as low as 0.9%. Get $7,000 over KBB value for your trade. Plus, every new Kia comes with Rusty's exclusive, no-charge 200,000-mile warranty. And don't forget, the price will not be the problem at Rusty Wallace Kia on Alcoa Highway.
You're watching East Tennessee Weather, powered by Rusty Wallace Automotive Group.
Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Sure hope you have a great day. It's going to become breezy and gusty throughout the afternoon and evening hours. We've got a cold front on the way. This cold front's going to spill in some scattered rain showers as we get into the evening sunset hours and overnight tonight, with some of that switching over to a little bit of light snow across the plateau and the mountains, more so across the mountains than anywhere else. It's going to be a cold and blustery Saturday, a sunny and chilly Sunday with moderating temperatures all next week. So let's dive into the details. Here's your forecast for the day today. We start off with temps in the 30s and 40s. By noon, we'll climb into the low 50s. Getting into the afternoon, 3 o'clock, we're in the upper 50s. It looks like we'll stay in the upper 50s by 6 o'clock here tonight. But again, the winds are going to be increasing as the cold front approaches, and that's going to take place into the evening hours. More so as we get into the 3, 4, 5, and 6 o'clock hour, and 8, 9, and 10 as the cold front swings its way on through. So rather gusty as the front comes on through. We will see increasing clouds with this cold front. So we start off with quite a bit of sunshine. Clouds increase as we get into the lunch hour, even more so as we get into the 3 o'clock hour. And here comes the cold front spilling in those scattered rain chances as we get closer to about 7, 8, 9, and 10 o'clock here tonight. Rainfall amounts just through 7 o'clock. Most of us are going to be on the dry side, but we'll see some rain across the northern tier, northern plateau, and the southern Kentucky. Something to keep in mind as we get into the 7 o'clock hour. But then we continue that trend overnight tonight. Now, forecast highs will top out in the 50s and 60s, above average temperatures once again. And if you have evening plans, dinner plans here on this Friday night, grab the umbrellas and the rain jackets because the rain's going to settle on in. Temperatures will be nice and mild. We'll be in the 50s. We'll continue your future cast overnight tonight. Talk about those rainfall totals when all is said and done and who gets the snowfall. Plus, your 3-day forecast. That's all coming up in 5 minutes. As promised, let's pick up our timeline now at 7 o'clock tonight. Here's that frontal boundary. It's going to continue to spill its way on into the area, giving us the showers. No really thunderstorm activity, no severe weather threat, but a little bit of a wintry mix on the Cumberland Plateau as we get past about midnight tonight, and a chance for some light snow showers across the mountains. Still going to have those strong northwesterly winds on Saturday, so it's going to be rather breezy and gusty, at least for the first part of the day. Rainfall amounts will be anywhere from a quarter to pockets of half an inch of rainfall, I think, at best. So not a huge rain event, but definitely some decent rain. And as I mentioned, we have the snow that's going to be developing again overnight tonight into our Saturday morning. The greatest extent for that snow will be after about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and across the mountains of East Tennessee. And that should be about the extent of it. Can't rule out a little bit of a wintry mix for you folks on the plateau from Cumberland to Fentress, Morgan, into Scott and Campbell counties. It's going to be a cold start to our day. We start off in the 20s and 30s, and we don't warm a whole lot throughout the afternoon. 20s and 30s to start. We only make it into the low 40s. So temperature is going to be about 20 degrees colder on Saturday than what we'll experience throughout the day today. But we will see decreasing clouds that will wring out the atmosphere in the higher elevations in the form of some very light snow showers. But as we get into our Sunday, sunshine does return and temperatures will stay in the 40s, so still chilly, but at least closer to those seasonal averages. All right, we'll take it to the big picture weather pattern. If you have any travel plans, we'll talk about your regional forecast and your extended 7-day forecast trend. That's all coming up in just a bit.